But if something is tight on you, it fucks the vibe.
I am also small, also medium, also large.
No, I hate ripped condoms and I love ripped clothing.
How much do I spend on my own second wedding?
You have guts.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Nana Bhan,
I'm Sakshi Shivdasani.
and welcome to another late episode of Moss from this year that's not going according to plan.
I think everything's going well. That's my vibe for this year. Nothing can fuck it up.
Okay, fair. This year, I wanted to just revamp, right? Everybody's energy is कि मेरे को सब कुछ नया करना है, and the easiest place to revamp is your closet.
Wardrobe.
Yeah. And I sat because Zara sale was on, H&M sale was on, etc. I was alone in the house and I have just sat online and stalked every website. And the backstory to that is that I have in my 30s come into a body shape
Same.
that is a shape. It's got some there's some extra hip happening.
Yeah.
There's always noted happening, but
No, but the noted is also not titting.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I'm quite happy with my body right now, but
I'm really happy with
yeah.
my body. What I'm not happy with is what is my sizing?
yeah, you know what? I used to, 2 years ago, if you told me any brand, anything, even if I've not shopped from them, I was so confident that it would fit.
Yeah.
Whether it would be loose, that's fine, but it would fit. There's just something about clothes being tight. You know you love your body, but
Yeah.
if something is tight on you, it fucks the vibe. You could try on an extra small knowing you're a medium, but when it's small and someone's like, no, just try it, or it fucks. 3 generations are gonna deal with that trauma that I have from jeans not fitting. I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So exactly that.
Yes.
And I'm now, I don't know. I don't mind sizing up. Okay. So both of us sized
Yeah.
up. We moved to mediums.
Woo.
Woo. Then I went to Uniqlo and I was a large.
Amazing.
I don't know what that's about. It was snug. I don't really know what that's about either. All good. But now I am also small, also medium, also large, and I don't know what to buy. Nothing fits me right.
But you know what? I was like Zara in the beginning when I started shopping, 4 years ago from Zara. I was wearing a UK 6, okay, in jeans, and now I'm buying a UK 10, okay, and earlier I was like, obviously I'm not gaining weight because all my tops still fit, so clearly I'm not gaining weight. So in that delusion I was like, yeah, Zara is messing up the sizing, messing up the sizing. My hips have grown 3 inches, but I've gone up 10 sizes in clothing. I don't think that's legal. Zara needs to fix its shit because everything is designed solely to, I have little cellulite in the back of my thighs. Everything highlights that. That's a part of my body I've never seen, and suddenly Zara clothing is highlighting my back fat, my thigh back. I'm a chicken.
So that's my issue, right? In my 30s, I don't want to dress like I did in my 20s. And right now, the entire aesthetic is so cop-core. It's so old money. It's all of these things that I love to follow. But anything I buy on fast fashion, especially when it's skirts.
Snug. Yeah.
Yeah. Or corsets, they just don't. Firstly, the skirts, I don't know which small person they're made for because they go into my
asshole.
Literally. And every time a wind blows, my bum is cold.
Yeah. No, and worst is skirts. Especially the ones that have shorts in the back, they don't have any, it's not like a cute skirt that just has shorts for protection, because that's
protection. Yeah.
from the
Yeah,
elements.
I know.
Yeah. But the one which just has your exposed shorts outside, my ass is eating those shorts up so badly. And we're also tall.
Yeah.
I talk to my short friends and they're like, I have to get my clothes tailored to not be too long. But every single pair of pants I try on is ankle length. It's just not
I've
long
seen this.
enough. Yeah. It's gross actually. You can't wear anything. you could get something custom made and it would still be short for you. So fast fashion is to like, I don't know whose body it's made for.
I don't know. And I also don't think any self respecting woman who has attained puberty should ever have to put on a skirt to come back
Yeah,
to.
but
It's just not a thing.
I own skirts.
I know, so do I, but every time I wear it, I'm like, firstly, I end up sexualizing myself as a child when I'm a 32-year-old woman because the corporate core aesthetic makes every woman who wears it in common like life look like
A schoolgirl.
a schoolgirl.
Yeah.
And it's gross. And I
Yeah.
hate it.
Fair.
It's just
No
the worst.
ads at Natasha, who had planned a whole corporate code photo shoot for us, which is where Naina's trauma has begun from. Because everything was like, you were not vibing with anything that was the clothes
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
Like, which I understand fully. I also feel like I'm done with trends.
Yeah.
Like consciously I'm done with trends. Subconsciously it seeps in my brain and sits there and rots. That's different. But like as soon like ballet flats, fuck them. Like I'm not interested. Like see my toes. I don't care.
But okay, with shoes, where do you get good shoes? And especially after there's this whole policy that's been passed, right? You can only make shoes in India and buy shoes that are made in India. I don't know where to buy shoes.
Actually, the best shoes I bought are Zara.
But the heels, they suck.
They're so nice.
No, like they're so wobbly. You can't stand
oh,
on
but
Zara
even
heels.
Louboutin heels are wobbly.
अब क्या बोलूं
तो
मैं?
2000 में काम नहीं पड़ रहा है तो
Okay,
मैं
fair,
रेड
fair,
बॉटम्स
fair.
में Do you know sometimes wearing a pointed heel can make you feel like a hathi ka bachcha? Like, I'm not even joking. You could be the skinniest girl in the world, but when your heels are wobbling under your weight, you're like, and especially like, I'm 5'8", and I know that's not very tall, but like with like a 3-inch heel, 4-inch heel, I'm like 6 foot. And all my friends just happen to be shorter. So every time I walk into a room, I'm like, I am huge. I am an entity that must, like, I'm like the solar eclipse.
Yeah.
So, but I still like the Zara heels. I don't know why I went on this tangent.
I can't get behind wedges. What are wedges for?
Out.
Like, who's looking good in them? And there are some like people who are really, really nicely proportioned. You and I both think of the same people when we think of this. And they can somehow make like things like capri tight pants.
Bye.
With wedges look good. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Who is this aesthetic made for? And what is my aesthetic? Like when I moved from, like in Delhi, I felt like I understood what my personal style was because a lot of it involved layering and dark colors. Okay. That I exist in those like boundaries.
Fair.
The minute I came to Bombay, I lost my shit. I don't know who I am anymore. Firstly, everyone's really into like bright colors and coordinated sets and very, very thobby shoes. Like very
Thobby?
like very chunky sneakers. Like it's just there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like gemstones everywhere. There's like rhinestones on things. And I don't know where
Who
I
have
fit
you
in.
been hanging out with?
Dude, okay, so before I came to Bombay, I was like a hipster, okay, in Delhi. So I was never at a club where there were people wearing bodycon dresses and doing the heels things. I was always at the really struggly gigs.
Bonobo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I came here and I became a content creator or an actor or whatever, like every networking event or any brand deal that I have to shoot, like they want you to wear a certain kind of aesthetic. It's
Yeah.
like these pastel dresses which are like have an interesting neck, bodycon, and
Very revolve, like.
yeah, like, and your hair needs to be done a certain way. And I just never saw myself like that. So I had a really out of body experience and I really struggled. I'm like, why can't I just wear a shirt? Or like, why can't I
Yeah.
just wear a black top, which is literally everything I own in my wardrobe? And it was not a thing. And now this year, I'm like exactly this, like trying to figure out what do I stand for? What is my aesthetic? And I would love to stand for sustainability and I would love to stand for homegrown brands and all of that.
I have beef with some, like, okay, we're wearing Vitamin D, which is a very cool homegrown brand. They figured out an aesthetic that works for them, and I absolutely love what we're wearing. But most of the time, you order from a homegrown brand, it looks great on the fucking website. It looks great on the models that are wearing it. The PR that has happened. You try it on, and there are simple things like, how am I going to put on a bodycon dress if it has no stretchy material or a zip?
Yeah.
How has the model put it on? It's an absolute mystery to me. Like, how am I supposed to put my armhole in something that has zero give? Like, it's just like, it's not going to go down my shoulders or my head if it's got no zips. Like, the zip, if they put it, also they put that cheapest zip in the world that doesn't even zip properly. Then why? And it's not that sustainable. You're charging 15,000 rupees. The zip fucking
Needs to zip.
yeah.
Okay, I'll take the zip also. I will cut a hole and I'll fit my body in the name of sustainability. I don't want to dry clean this piece of garment. Like, I have bought something for 15,000 rupees.
Yeah.
I can wear it only if I'm in like a fully sanitized environment wearing a space suit on top of it. Because if I wear it even once,
It's gone. You
It's
wasted
done.
15,000 rupees. Like, it's just, and then like the
and there's very few brands that are doing like young female like sexy silhouettes. Like, I really like what I'm wearing today, but you can't get like sexy silhouettes
No.
easily. It's always really like matronly clothes.
It's also, if I need something in 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
which homegrown brand is going to give it to you? Like, like buying from a homegrown brand is the easiest experience. Getting a delivery from
Yeah.
a homegrown brand, you have to sacrifice 4 fingers every single time. Like, it's insane. Like, and then like you'd be like, hey, today is the first, will I get it by the first of next month? They'd be like, of course. And then at the 31st of the next month, you're like, hey, where is it? It's like, sorry, it got delayed in the like, I don't care. You had 1 month. It is a simple fucking dress. Just give me a dress I have paid 15,000 rupees from. So where do I go? I go to Zara. Now, Zara, again, the clothes look great on the website, and it'll be like the skinniest model in the world, and she's wearing a small. So obviously, I'm not a medium, but in my brain, I'm a medium.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me buy XL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then there are some fabrics. Like within Zara, like you really have to go with a magnifying glass because, okay, PU, polyurethane, I can still get behind the PU.
Okay.
But there's that other one, the Skims ka knockoff.
yeah,
The other poly-
elastin or something.
I really wish that they would run like armpit Botox ads on the sides of the Zara website.
Yeah.
Who is not sweating?
Like, in India, how can you have the guts to sell that? Like, as I'm putting on my makeup, a sweat
Sweating.
patch forms. Just no. And then, clothes are supposed to be flattering.
Mhm.
If every time I sit, you can see 8 tummy rolls individually, it should not be made. I just feel personally.
Yeah, just personally, this issue is very
This is
close
like-
to my heart.
Yeah, no one even has to find this relatable. I'm just so upset.
Yeah.
Like, also, there's something about even shirts from Zara. Earlier I used to think like, at least you buy like basics. Like, why will I spend 5,000 rupees for a basic when it's coming to me for 500 rupees in
Yeah.
Zara sale? But every time you buy a basic, like some of their white tank tops have this grayish hue on them. Some are ribbed, some are not ribbed. You order sometimes like a non-ribbed, you get a ribbed thing. Like,
Are you talking about condoms or a t-shirt?
no, I
Yeah.
hate ribbed condoms and I love ribbed clothing. So
Okay.
I know what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know who has been getting the game together? Not sponsored at all. Like H&M has really been pulling up.
H&M has been pulling up, but their pants are too fucking short.
Yeah. Okay. Trouser game across the board.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Skims.
Skims. But actually don't mind Freakins. Again, not sponsored, but thanks to them sponsoring like some goodie bags for our For our event, a lot of people
Yeah.
went back and we got like these coupons and we all bought pants and they're really cool. I
Yeah.
really enjoy them. Natasha's wearing them today. It's a really
They
nice
look
set
really
of denim.
nice. Yeah.
They're also not creasing when she sits.
That's great.
That's all you
Actually,
want.
I've been styled with Freakins a couple of times. I love their bottoms, but there was this one bodysuit. Again, it was made for shorter people, so it just didn't close. But maybe I'm built different. Like, I feel like
No, but this year it's the first year. Sorry, like I sound so privileged, but this is the first year I finally understood what, like, when women were like struggling to buy on the internet. And I was like, this, it's so simple. What's wrong? I finally get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, yeah, what the fuck is going on
Yeah.
the internet? Like, how do you clothe your body?
local girl puts on weight. Being not model skinny has repercussions.
Yeah. Okay, taking that to also, by the way, Indian clothing. Okay, I have to say that if you are a young woman and you want to look sexy and you want to pull up in an outfit and you want to go for a shadi, where do you buy clothes?
Where you don't have to spend 60 fucking thousand rupees.
Yeah.
We have been lucky enough that we can source clothes, but every time, like, first of all, when you source clothes from brands think they have bought your body. But anyway, that's a different issue. What I'm saying is like 60,000 an outfit or even 20,000 an outfit for a wedding with 4 functions, which is like how much it has ended up costing if you want to buy something ready and want it available quick, is what, 80,000 rupees for
Yeah.
outfits for one event. And as much as you say repeat, like a lot of people are not able to repeat because they're going for weddings with the same circle. And maybe we can as a society be better about it, but I think we should have more fucking options for affordable
Yeah.
Indian clothing in non-auntie silhouettes. Like, I want like, how much fabric does a bikini blouse take?
There's no fabric. Like, it's so easy to make. And literally, my sister's going for a wedding right now. And she, again, like unconventional hourglass figure, body shape, great body.
Banging.
Sorry to like push that agenda. But she's struggling to find anything to wear
Yeah.
and everything costs 20K. I just went for a wedding. Even like that wedding had like a Pinterest board for everyday function. Everybody has like specific themes. If it's not Great Gatsby, it's pastel, beachside, something.
Yeah.
The
wedding themes are getting a bit much.
So if I'm
but-
spending ₹1,00,000
yeah.
per wedding, how much do I spend on my own second wedding?
Bro, I've not been able to spend for my first wedding just because of this. Of course, the men are ready.
Yeah. Men have it so good, dude. That one suit that carries you through every wedding. This guy's wearing the same suit.
But also, you have to be the same body size. Like, if you're a man also and your weight fluctuates, a suit is absolutely useless if you're not the same weight all the time.
Yeah.
But men's tailors, at least like once you go to a tailor, you know you're gonna get what you want. Women's tailors, why should I have to explain? Like, I'm like, mujhe itna deep blouse chahiye, like itna kar do. But it's like, my tits, my rules.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm always ready to go for like that second round of fitting to the tailor because what I asked for was
Not done.
deep cut, deep neck. I want that.
Yeah.
No, she just won't let me have it.
I just want to look like a whore.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
wrong with that?
Like, I'm so sorry. Like, but you know what? I
Yeah.
know I'm saying it's difficult to find clothes and all, but I was going to make a reel on this and I still will, which will come out before this. But normalize gatekeeping. I could be wearing a fucking t-shirt with the Adidas logo and people will be like, where is this from?
Yeah.
And it's like, Like, if, ask me where I got it from. Before that, just take a screenshot and put it in Google reverse image search. I stand like this only. Like, I just want you all to try first. And then I will say. Like,
I
So-
found the hack. Okay.
what's the hack?
The hack is actually right now I went on the place that I was most surprised by was Tata Click Luxury and Ajio. But the photography is so shit.
Yeah.
So like when you have like right now like gas, diesel, a bunch of things are on sale and the sales were really good, but they've taken those really like moodless,
Yeah.
you know, images that you like there's just like one factory of photos being taken
Yeah.
every day. How am I supposed to understand anything if there is no vibe?
Yeah. Like, first of all, why is the model not looking like
Alive.
why? I mean, there's no. If I'm buying a pair of jeans, why is it styled with the boxer inside? Now, is the boxer a part of
Part
the
of it.
jean, or like, well, jeans? Is that whatever? Like, why is the model not just wearing the thing that is being sold? And Zara also have personal beef with because of this. Because if you're modeling a pair of shoes, why does the shortcut mid?
Yeah. Or if you want to know more about this outfit as a straight piece of garment, because every like pose is so contorted, why is the one photo of the garment without any person wearing it?
Guts.
It's just a flat image of a
Yeah.
piece of cloth.
It's the worst. You know who's got it right?
Who?
Essence.
I have actually
Like,
never been on
okay,
Essence.
Essence is like it. I mean, don't order it to India because the customs will kill you.
Mhm.
But Essence does like
Digital. Yeah.
don't order it to India because the customs are insane. But what they do is they do like the image of the product, and the last one is someone holding it or like someone wearing it. So first you see it from all 5 angles, and then you see 2 of it on someone.
Nothing kills my vibe harder than when they do the 360 fashion show where the model walks on the ramp
No.
down the thing against a white background.
Yeah, no, it like Nykaa Fashion does that. They'll do like I've never clicked on that video. I don't want to see how it moves. But also, if you go to a store to buy something, you won't end up buying anything.
Yeah.
Because everything sucks. Like, I can't think of one item that I've bought. One item that I've bought in the last 1 year where I've been like, this is a staple piece that I can wear every day. Except shop staple, actually. Ka pants. 10 on 10.
Yeah, they look really good.
Yeah.
And good quality.
Yes.
Like most Indian brands, like homegrown brands that are doing fast fashion, like they'll compromise on the quality of the fabric just to make it like just financially more viable.
Yeah.
And then that fabric is so dirty. Like, do you remember when we used to order from like Wish or something or Shein, and then you smell it and it smells like
plastic.
Yeah, like a pool.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
it literally smells disgusting.
Yeah. Good old days. But honestly, I would rather like, if I'm buying a top, like, I would rather have it be 800 rupees and rewear it in spite of the quality, because, like, the material is bad, but it still lasts long. Rather than, once I bought a pair of jeans for 25,000 rupees in my size, okay, from a homegrown brand, and it was just not fitting. And I have other jeans from this brand. I was like, why the fuck is it not fitting? 20 days later, I take it to the store. They're like, yeah, we marked it differently. Like, accidentally, this is a 26, and like, we marked it a 28 because it's clearly smaller. So I was like, okay, so can you give me another pair? She's like, it's past our return period. I was like,
Bitch.
you have guts.
Yeah.
You have real. And then I gave those jeans to a skinnier friend because I was like, what do I do?
Oh,
Right?
no.
But can you imagine the audacity to ask for 25,000 rupees and not be able to fucking fix? Like, how sustainable is it? Like, you're fucking stitching it with your teeth or what? Like, guts. 25,000 rupees.
I thought, okay, now I've really reached a point where I'm like going back to Sarojini, going back to Janpat. Yesterday I went to Hill Road, and even there the tops were 850. I'm like, what am I paying for? I don't get it. I really don't get it.
rather Hill Road 850 than Zara 850. But I bought a bunch of jewelry from Hill Road, like, which was real. Jewelry, you know what? Jewelry, some brands have gotten right. Like, Zara has good jewelry.
H&M
has good jewelry. Pipa Bella on Nykaa has great jewelry. But what do I wear it with?
Yeah. What do you wear?
Nanga with jewelry. But somehow people have forgotten the concept of silver tone jewelry. Now everything is chunky gold. Now, okay, my undertone is gold, but sometimes my zip is silver. Then I have to wear silver. Only Mazuma Designs does good, affordable silver jewelry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and they have cute airport cases also.
That's true.
Yeah, not sponsored. Yeah.
What's the most expensive thing you bought, and what it make you feel?
It's obviously a bag. Sorry, I take.
Yeah.
I actually bought the bag with you last year, 31st December. I bought a Ox Blood Bottega teen Jody,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been carrying it on flights, and gives me a lot of joy. But I will say I could not afford it when I bought it. Because I didn't get paid for 2 months after that because I forgot to send an invoice. So like for 2 months I was just like borrowing money from my ex. We were still together at the time. I was like, hey, can you pay for my coffee?
Mm-hmm.
But then it brings me a lot of happiness.
Do you wanna say how much it was for?
I think it was like 4.5 lakhs. Yeah. What's the most expensive thing you've bought?
The most expensive thing I have bought is.
Why is my stomach
It's okay
making
because
this
you're
sound?
hungry.
Sorry.
The most expensive thing I bought is definitely the Cartier bracelet, and
How much was it?
it was like 3-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, 3.
Expensive.
Yeah, expensive. And I love it. And I want another one because my wrist
Oh.
looks too empty. And now I'm like, fuck that.
Stack.
I do. Yeah, I do. Like, how can you just wear one bracelet?
Yeah.
And on
fair.
mine, like I tried to stack it with other things, but the
But you
other
can
things look
tell
so
they're
visibly
cheap.
cheap. Yeah, that I'm like, oh shit, this bracelet is looking cheaper. now.
Yeah, fair.
But it made me feel amazing. And you know why? Because the day that I went to buy it, I wasn't even going to buy it. Like I had just gone to the mall to just kill time.
Yeah, that's
And-
what I did that day.
Yeah. And suddenly, like, I passed the Cartier store. I passed the Tiffany store also, but no one wanted to take me there. But I passed the Cartier store and I was like, I've always wanted to reward myself once I reached a certain goal, and it dawned on me that I had reached that goal. So I was like, what am I waiting for? And I was wearing like sweatpants and my hair was really oily and my credit card was already at its limit. So the thing declined 3 times. But I was like, I have to get it. And this is the if that isn't the most if that isn't the most me way of buying something,
Yeah.
then nothing is. And it felt really good. And I was like, wow, I don't have to like bat an eyelid. I've reached that point in my life. And it will be a tiny window because I know after this, life responsibilities will come through. I do want to move towards like family. I want to move towards like buying a home.
Yeah.
Or what if like my kidney fails or something, you know?
That's
So-
fucking wood.
So like I have this one period of disposable income and then I was like, fuck, what else can I get? What else can I get? Now I'm just like there. But even that, I have to say that buying for myself is not as exciting as when I'm able to gift very specifically my sister. Very specifically my sister, because like I really, really want my sister to know that you can do it yourself and it's a fucking empowering feeling. And I don't like a lot of like young women on the internet are like getting into this whole thing of like provider mindset and the man should be a provider and the woman should be XYZ. Great, happy for you, but at least unlock the feeling of being able to do it for yourself once and then take a call.
Yeah, have you seen that trend recently, which is like telling my fiance that I won't be able to pay the mortgage? I've never paid for anything. And then like it's all about like these women that are like, oh, I won't be able to pay the mortgage. And they're like, when have you ever paid? Do you even know who a mortgage provider is? What?
Yeah.
Like, why? I'm not saying everything needs to be measured down to the T, but I'm so sorry. Like, okay, whatever, you all have an arrangement that works. But what if things go south? Like, what is your, like, we have seen this through generations in our country at least, where we're like, women in unhappy marriages do not have anywhere to go because unfortunately, the currency is money and no one is valuing what they did for the house and how the house was operating. So why would you go back in time? Like, and I know everything comes in waves,
Yeah.
like it's cyclical, but we have seen how this goes down.
Yeah, I really no judgments on how you want to live your life, what kind of partner you want to find, what that power structure dynamic is. That's completely between you guys. But just as almost as an older sister, like I would really say that please first just once access your own financial freedom, access your dreams and fund them yourself. And then you can choose whatever you want, but
Yeah.
you should know what it feels like.
And just to be like very clear, like you know how like when like I'm thinking from our perspective where like, oh, you know, no one from a conservative generational wealth family will marry us because of what we do and all. Obviously we say this as a joke, but it's also kind of true where like
Yeah.
men who are from these family business families are not looking for women that like
Us.
are us, okay? But the thing is, the type of man that you want to attract will be attracted to. Am I saying it right? I'm like, the men that are like, oh, no one will marry her, were never on your radar.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
you don't want to marry a guy that is going to reject you on this anyway.
Yeah.
So if you're like thinking that if you earn more than your husband, then
Yeah.
he won't want to marry you. You won't want to marry him at that stage either.
Either.
Is what I'm saying.
True.
In a very,
True.
very dumb,
Look,
full brain power has been utilized.
the only thing is like, okay, if you're in a new setup where, okay, you're earning an amount of money or you are being able to provide for yourself a certain lifestyle that I guess is different from how women generally operate or have operated. It is difficult and it's a little like you will have to figure out creative ways to find a partner who's smart enough to find find confidence in that setup.
Yeah.
Like it is the easiest thing for a guy to be like, okay, this girl will stop working. I will provide for her. She will be happy. She will take care of the home. I will take care of whatever else. But if the girl is already doing a bunch of things, then that partner needs to figure out, okay, even if you're a stay-at-home dad, that's okay. Okay, maybe you want to be my manager. That's also okay.
Yeah.
There's always strength in numbers of us being together.
Yeah. As long as neither person is insecure.
Yeah.
Like, and if some guy is insecure because you're making more money than him, then just
Yeah.
leave. You don't need him.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that's the whole point of being financially independent. Like, I feel like, as sad as it is, financial independence is unmatched in terms of power. Like, you would rather genuinely be crying in a Rolls Royce than crying in some dude's house after cleaning his dishes.
And your jeans don't even fit because they were from Zara.
Oh yeah, where did we get?
Yeah,
Cartier.
No, it's fine. No, I don't know how to. Okay, as I've grown like older and my body has changed, I have lost connection with my body. I don't know. Like when I used to be younger, I used to see women like posing like my mother's friends, and they're like, no, hide this part of my body, no. And I was like, okay, I don't understand this. Like, what does this mean? And now I feel it.
Bro, we did a photo shoot day before yesterday, and the body dysmorphia is off the charts. And now I've convinced myself that I don't have body dysmorphia. I have body morphia. Like, there's nothing dysmorphic. Like, I look bad, is what I've convinced myself. So, like, I'm so deep in the ass of like body image issues that like I'm just like, yeah, post it anyway. I'm not hot. Like, it's not like, oh, video is gonna make me look ugly, or like I just look ugly now, blah blah blah. So I've gone down that spiral. Then now I'm just like, there's no point trying. I'm just looking bad.
I kind of agree. There is something not even empowering about just being okay with yourself. You're like, there's no delusion padding me up anymore. Like, both of us were just
existing. And like, I know it's body dysmorphia, but what I see in the mirror is not like, I'm just like, yeah, this is my downtime. In 4 months, maybe I'll be hot again.
Like, I genuinely thought that by my 30s, I wouldn't have acne. Call me naive, but I thought that it was a very teenage thing. And yet my skin breaks out literally every like hiccup I take. Like
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and this shouldn't be good, right? Does this signify that there's a lot of shit going on inside me? You know what?
You straight go inside, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. You know my thing. I've watched so many reels. People are looking at reels and making trends. I'm thinking that there's a parasite living in my intestine. All I can think about is getting a colonic.
Get it.
Gut health.
Imagine it's completely clean and everything is just like your brain.
I'm telling you, there's nothing there. That parasite is my personality.
Just
like,
shut-
if that parasite leaves me, there'll be none of me left. I'll be lobotomized. I will be no one.
I'm so sorry. What?
I don't know. I had a lot of time to think.
Yeah.
In
In the
December.
hills
Yeah.
without any network.
It was a bit like eerie, okay?
Jarring.
I was super jarring. Somehow, whenever I'm alone and walking, I'm like, okay, if I died, who would come and realize
I
this
was
first?
okay. I know it's been a while. Like, I mean, when we shoot this episode, it hasn't been that much time. But when it comes out, it would have been time. But I'm thinking about like Ankush Bahugana's digital arrest scam story. And he didn't answer his phone for 24 hours and his friends showed up to his doorstep.
Yeah.
No one is going to show up to my doorstep if I don't answer the phone for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know?
I told you I would come in
After-
3 to 5
yeah.
working days.
Yeah.
But that's also because you never answer my WhatsApps.
That's really just not true.
Arrested. You're under WhatsApp arrest.
I'm under podcast
You're
arrest.
under podcast arrest.
No, I always answer your WhatsApps, but I would like you also answer my messages, but I would not come to your house in 24 hours.
Yeah, I know.
But
That's
you
only
your
because I live
mom
in
will start
Versova.
panicking. My parents live in Versova. Your mom would start panicking.
Yeah, that's true.
My parents would not notice.
Yeah.
But then like Sushi would bark the house down,
Mhm.
inshallah. But there's no one on my floor.
If you died in a bad outfit, would you
Uh-huh.
want to?
Anyway, they changed the outfit.
What would
after
you
that.
want me to put on your
The
body?
white and black shop malmal
Oh,
salwar.
not a
kurta.
Skims thing.
No.
Interesting.
And then do my curl routine also.
Curl or you want these waves?
No, curl routine. With that outfit.
Hmm.
And some jhumkas.
Hmm.
You?
Me.
Can you imagine my body bloats and the shop malmal doesn't fit? Shut the fuck up. No. Buy it in a bigger size.
I think I want to go in like a beautiful like Ikaya brocade Banarasi.
Mhm.
Like I want to be dressed. Like I want to look like
Timeless.
timeless beauty
Fair.
in life and death both.
Can you imagine I'm haunting someone, but I'm in like a shop malmal and
Oh
they're
my
like,
God.
wow, haunt me harder. How exciting.
I was very excited.
And like, they say like, I look like an Apsara in that outfit. So they say that boots are very pretty.
Hmm.
Fuck, I'm making someone fall in love with me in the afterlife. And then my feet will be inward.
It's even hotter when
Oh
your
my
feet
God.
are inverted.
But
Imagine how much you can make on OnlyFans if your feet were inverted.
shut the fuck up.
Your feet in this economy.
Shut the fuck up.
Mad.
Amazing.
Amazing.
But I will say
Hmm.
that this outfit that I'm wearing,
Hmm.
like it has to be ironed. Like in the afterlife,
That's
if
expecting too much. In your life, you never ironed. In your death, you want a crinkle-free
it's your
outfit.
outfit that you're going to be wearing forever.
I mean, technically, as part of the Hindu tradition, we will be burnt.
Isn't it like a... Yeah, but the
Oh,
ghost
yeah,
can
the
still
ghost.
stay. I'm not saying my body will be hanging in the house, bro.
Fair.
Yeah.
I wonder if all of this is getting shadow banned, but I
No,
don't know.
why?
Yeah.
YouTube changed its policy.
I don't know.
It's fine. We were not getting that many
That's true.
clicks anyway.
That's true.
We have to worry about shadow. Samay Raina has to worry about shadow banning and he has never
That's
worried
true.
a day in his life.
That's true.
Yeah. Shout out.
Everything with fast fashion, I will still be okay with.
Uh-huh.
Except, what the fuck do they write on the tops? Like, I don't understand.
My favorite is like when they say Harvard or something.
Yeah, I'm like, why does it say Harvard? And I really want to do like I want to do Indian merchandise where like the
Mithi Bai.
yeah, I just wanted to say Bhubaneswar, like there should just be a t-shirt that says Orissa.
Nala Sopara.
I genuinely hate when t-shirts say dumb things.
Yeah, like I don't. Oh.
What the hell?
Okay. This is things, but it's not dumb things.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Merch.
This is not dumb at all.
Number one, Kanishi.
Yeah.
This one is a requested one, I think.
Yeah.
Means.
It's already come with my makeup on it, selling it on eBay.
Same, literally.
Yeah.
And this one says, ew.
This is so much nicer than when the top says like Vanilla Moon, Restless for Days.
It's like, back in the day, Forever 21, you would see like a really nice top, and then on the back it says like fries before
Guys.
yeah. But it would never say fries before guys. It would be like fries are vibes.
Yeah.
Or
Something so
lame.
I hate it.
You know what gives me flashbacks? That
What?
mustache phase. A mustache on everything.
Anything.
Like, I also had those glasses with the mustache hanging on.
Mm-hmm. Horrible.
I'm such a I follow any trend. Like right now, the big hair is back in trend, and I'm like Schwarzkopf, Taft spray.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, but it looks really nice. But I don't know, like I don't know whether it's timeless. But like right now is a moment for a blowout, and like I think the Schwarzkopf Taft spray, not sponsored, hits the spot.
I was going to say, like, I love really nice streaks and things in the hair where it's like a really quiet luxury balayage.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Balayage.
know that, like, white hair just does not take any color.
Really?
Yeah. So I literally have come back, and day before yesterday when we were doing our shoot and she was giving me volume and there was just white hair in my hair, and I didn't know that. And then I was going to be like, I need to get a box tie and just go black now. I do wear mehendi and just sit in a parlor, or should I just get the Schwarzkopf box tie and do the thing?
So we actually started using Schwarzkopf because they sent us goodies for our Moss Live event.
Thank you.
And we kept one goodie bag, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a great time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how, everything that Naina and I get sent, one thing is for Naina, and Naina's like, I want this. And that thing I never want. I want the absolute opposite thing. So there's something for everyone and everything. Even the outfits that we get, Naina's like, I want to wear this. And she's like, do you want to wear it? We're both trying to be polite. But I never want to wear what she wants to wear, and vice versa.
The cutest thing is, I think when we have to buy or source or whatever outfits, Sakshi first looks for me and I first look for Sakshi, and we take screenshots. I'm like, this is something I would never wear. And she's like, no, I found it for you. Yeah. It's so cute.
Woo.
I love it. Yeah.
Anyway, what outfit would you wear if you could wear only one outfit, like a cartoon character?
One outfit.
Yeah.
And I have to be known by that outfit.
Yes.
Okay. I
Stevie.
Genuinely a very, very, very nice pair of sweatpants and a very, very, very sexy sports bra.
Where do you get a sexy sports bra?
Yahi to problem hai.
I think active wear for tall girls. Mm-hmm. India mein there's one brand that's hacked it.
Bird's Eye.
Bird Eye.
Bird Eye.
Bird Eye.
Bird's Eye. Bird Eye.
Bird Eye. Bird Eye, when I post workout stuff, everyone's asking me what workout wear I wear. Bird Eye leggings, best in the game. There's one bra of theirs that is
Everyone
infinitely better than the other bra of theirs. But that one bra, you know which one I'm talking about,
the 3
right?
straps.
Yeah. In the back, that's damn good. And in Bali, I saw this, I bought from this brand called Foxy. That was also really flattering. If you're in Bali, you must go to Foxy.
Kika has nice sports bras.
They fit me a little bit. No, Kika fits me nice.
Yeah.
Life and Jam has really good quad sets.
Yeah, very good quality.
For shorter people though. Their pant length is slightly too short for me, but the quality is amazing, really, and I wish I fit into it.
Yeah.
But Bird Eye. Yeah.
What about you?
What I would
What's
wear
your fit?
every day?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I would do sweatpants and a matching tank top, like a quad set.
Basically, like moss dressing entirely.
Yes. Like Skims. I would do Skims for sweatpants. I wish Skim came to India and was cheaper
Mm-hmm.
and just the best.
What about like boyfriend fits? Do you know like when you borrow stuff from your boyfriend
Bro,
and it just fits you immaculately and not oversized the way you want it to be sexy, and then you just
yeah.
look like Bob the Builder? Just,
So I remember with my ex one time I had to try on his like I had to wear his shorts in like a hurry and I could not fill out the ass. And I was like, are you packing?
yeah.
Like what the fuck? I was so irritated. But like I've never dated like a skinny guy, so it's always been like slightly loose, but
Yeah.
it's not as loose as I want it to be.
So right now,
Mm-hmm.
Moses borrows like some of my stuff and it looks so good on him, and vice versa is yet to happen. I'm waiting for a day when I can wear something that looks so good on
Yeah.
me. But luckily for him,
For him.
that I
Yeah.
went and shopped a bunch of really nice unisex things. Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you now, I can, like, from my wardrobe, I can dress a whole family,
Except myself.
regardless of size, anything. A whole family can be dressed with my clothes. Me,
Mhm.
not even one outfit.
Not one outfit.
No.
Yeah. I see it.
Maybe I have higher standards for how I'm looking as compared to other people, actually. Like, I'm just like, I changed pants last night. Like, I was wearing, I was going for a friend's birthday. I was wearing this, like, full sleeve top,
Yeah.
heels, and a bag. All that was left was a pair of jeans.
Mhm.
I have changed 8 pairs of blue jeans,
Mhm.
and none of them were hitting the spot. I feel like Goldilocks. Everything has just one problem, and I'm not able to enjoy my fucking porridge. On a, on a
She's really hungry, by the way. I think all the food and allergies are coming from your grumbling stomach.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm on a calorie deficit.
I know.
I've lost 100 grams.
There is a conspiracy that I have observed, and if anybody else has observed, let me know. Somehow, every shoot that I walk into, okay, where there are young girls who are like 80s or any like kind of like on ground hustling, they have found the best jeans. They have really nice jeans. Like they've figured out the flared jeans, they've figured out the straight jeans, and all of them are wearing like all stars underneath. They have this really cool, like girl aesthetic going on, that you know, that girl who doesn't know she's cool, but she's
Yeah,
cool.
Camp Rock.
Yeah, not Camp Rock, but dude, I'm like, where are you getting these jeans? Because I'm searching the internet and I cannot find it. And my problem with jeans is वो फूपा का बहुत issue होता है.
You know what? I think I've been convinced mid waist.
Yeah, highway
Mid-
sucks, bro.
But high waist 5 years ago was the move. Like
Then they went a bit too high. Like there are some Levi's fits where the waist is at the tit.
fair, yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, who needs this? Who is this insecure? That like you genuinely, you're like, nahi, mera waist hi nahi hai.
I have one friend who every single time anyone wears leggings, they'll be like, why is your tummy in it if they are called leggings? And it's like, you can literally, I hope that the worst possible thing happens to you for calling
I-
that out.
Never want jeggings to come back into fashion. Disgusting things.
Well, capri pants are back.
Never.
Capri pants are
Never.
back.
Somehow Gen Z has realized that they want to just co-opt every piece of fashion that's
Cyclical.
that sucked. Like, you know, right now, all of those like really chunky like jewelries back in fashion.
Gross. I can't do that.
Like
Yeah.
the wooden beads.
Well, but to be fair, you've been obsessed with asymmetric necklines, and that is a very 2000s thing.
I know. Sad. And I literally, it was on my list. This is how much the internet has influenced me. I hate the idea because it's such an overtrend that, you know, those rappy, like weird like sleeves, the ones
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
come
What
in.
you were wearing.
Exactly, that's
Yeah.
what I was going to say. Like the Kai sleeves and
Yeah.
stuff. I hate it because everyone's wearing it, and I'm at the fringe end of that trend, and I just bought it, and I wore it today, and it looked good, and
It
I
looked good.
hate myself. Like I genuinely hate myself. I don't want to be part of the trend, but the trend has
The
me.
trend has you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we also we were sourcing for a shoot, and Ria very nicely sourced jeans from Zara, and we both kept a pair.
Yeah, because I know that Ria is a young woman who shops on the internet, and somehow they have spidey sense for which fast fashion jeans will work.
Yeah,
And they did.
And I've also started buying, I started sizing up in jeans, in the sense like if I know I'm a UK 10 right now, I buy UK 12 and I'll be like, I'm so skinny. When the UK 12 is loose. Like that's the easiest way to lose weight, is just buy loose clothes. You feel so
Good.
skinny.
You know, like in the movies when the girls had like a revelation and now she's glowing and she walks around skipping through the streets. Like I just want to go to a young girl sitting somewhere crying, just be like, just size up.
Just size up.
And just walk away. Like it's the best thing you could do. Fuck your mental health. Just size
But
up.
have you ever like hooked up with someone and then they like pick up your jeans and then they see the size?
No. But I have hooked up with someone and I don't like those check jockey boxers. They're a ick for me.
I like them. I don't mind
Yuck.
them. I like boxers.
I like boxers.
So which boxer?
You know, check. You know which ones I'm talking about. Do you like them?
I would eat that shit up. We have just been informed that some company in the US are like, you know how Joe Rogan has that research
Yeah.
team? Us. Yeah, Ria has just told us that some company in the US, insert name here, Vedant, is doing sweatpants with jeans printed on them. And I really just think this is on Zara. But I would eat that shit up. Like, why would I want to be uncomfortable?
Yeah.
But jeggings can go to jail.
Jorts.
Natasha is our resident jorty. Like, she loves a good pair of jorts. My ass is just not made for jorts.
You know a girl is truly hot when she
She
can
can
pull
pull
off
off
jorts. And this fucking bitch comes in like
Low waist jorts.
3 times a
guts.
week and has
Yeah.
3 different pairs of
Yeah.
jorts and she looks good.
And she thinks we don't notice that she's flexing on
You know,
us.
slowly Natasha's developed an enemy arc. Like she has a shadow personality. And this is it. She's coming. Today she
You
showed
think
off.
she's looking hot to spite us?
Yeah. Fully. Today she came in, she had coffee, she had packed a tiffin from home. This bitch, she knows. that's the one thing I can't do.
I packed a tiffin from home today.
Yeah, but you're like on some hectic thing. And you don't have to now try to be nice for the people. My mama did it.
It's like, must be nice.
Yeah. I'm telling you, she's coming. She's coming for us.
My mom, cauliflower toasty. We were discussing because we were going to do an episode on like moms, and I was like, I don't crave my mom's cooking because my mom does not like to cook. So in that, I was like, whatever sabzi was made, like I don't like chapati. So my mom used to make a sandwich, a grilled sandwich of chowli and shit.
My mom also, okay, 9 to 5 mom, bless her heart. Like,
Same.
she is a nice cook. Is it the kind of cooking you're like, ha, maa ke haath ka khana? No, okay, like it's not. My dad, very sweetly, even if my mom cut a tomato, like he would send a picture on WhatsApp being like, bada maza aa gaya, mom ne dekho kya kiya hai. And I'm like, respectfully, I can't do
We
that.
get that. She's your girl, but
Yeah.
relax.
And now this is something I cannot honestly do with good conscience.
Intention,
Yeah. No.
No, even my mom is like a working mother, so she was just like, I'm not gonna, like, this is not a fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
But
And
then
why not? It should be a fucking restaurant.
I just think if the food is not good, I think we should order.
Yeah. And exactly. Then you cannot say that, oh, why are you ordering? You order so much. Like, then let
Yeah.
me enjoy my life.
Really.
Mom.
I'll do what I want, mom.
But I love my mom so much.
Relax. No one hates their
No,
mom
no.
that you have to put. Now it looks like I'm a mom hater.
I didn't know,
I
yeah.
love my mom very much.
I love
also.
my mom a lot.
Oh, I love my mom more
Some
than
might
men. I love
argue
my
that
mom.
I'm
I
obsessed.
love your mom also. I love mom.
I love your mom as well.
What's my
Um,
mom's name?
Sunita.
No.
Shit, it's not Sunita. What do you
That's my
think?
maid's name. It's Sangeeta.
To be fair, I was almost
That's
there.
not my maid's
I'm sorry,
name.
auntie. I'm sorry.
Sharika, I would never.
Oh, this bitch. So
And I would appreciate if you cut me a tomato. Both moms.
Sangeeta auntie, we can go for Kathak anytime.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now that you know her name, maybe you can call her.
Mrs. Shivdasani.
Oh,
Ma'am.
what's her maiden name?
Margaret.
That's my nanny. Okay. On that note, I guess we are. I just realized Nana and I are not truly friends.
Look, I told you my name anxiety thing. Now this is a thing, whether you want to believe it or not. I can't remember anyone's
My
name
mom.
at any point
What's
of time.
Natasha's mom's name?
Fuck, I know her dad's name.
Of course. Pick me.
No, it's because it's your patriarchy. All your iPhones are bought by your father. Every device is. I'm connecting to
How is that her
Tanuj.
patriarch? Tanuj is her brother. I also know Tanuj.
Okay.
On that note,
Can't dig this grave any further.
Mm-mm.
Please bury me in a nice lingerie set.
I thought,
No, it's changed. Now that I'm the skankiest memory loss patient of the year. It's
oh my
fine.
god, bro, you get buried in like La Senza and it's up your ass the entire of the afterlife. Like you just have to keep picking out a veggie in the afterlife. Absolutely fucking not. Not on
Like
my
there's a
wo-
ghost. It keeps rubbing up against the wall. Like, what's going on?
And somehow you can't adjust it.
Okay, one second. Can we just talk about if you were haunting someone, what would be your tell? Like, how do I know you're haunting me?
I'll go in your ear and go,
That's too dumb. That's so generic.
like you think it's a mosquito, but it's not. Oh my god, can I please tell you a quick story? So there was this house in Goa that three of my friends, like a friend's friends, were living in, and they were all like complaining about their underwear being stolen.
That's my tell. I'm the ghost. Yeah.
And then one time someone like woke up in the middle of the night and they thought they saw a naked like man standing over them, but they were so sleepy that they went back to sleep, and then they just like no one was discussing that underwear was being stolen. And then one time there was a couple, they weren't sleeping and they woke up and there was actually a naked fucking man standing in the like house, and he used to oil himself up and go through the old AC vents and was actually stealing their underwear.
That's pretty P. Diddy. If I ever saw it.
Lube up your whole body to
That's
sight.
fucked.
Bro, just buy underwear. I will sell it to you. Don't take my clean underwear, bro. If that one underwear gets stolen, my life is ruined.
If your underwear is stolen, are you scared about the underwear being stolen, or are you scared about the thief's intention? Like,
Honestly, once it's with them, I'm like,
no, you're like, why are you depraved? Like, why are you stealing my
obviously
underwear?
they're depraved. Like, that's not up. Are you depraved? Meaning,
Excuse
yes.
me, sir. just want to know, is this a sexual thing? Or are you
Or
truly...
are you a collector?
Dude, this really traumatic thing happened in NID once back in the day. So the hostel is like right at the bank of the river. And there's like there used to be like slums over there now. Anyway, so now the girls used to come out of the girls' bathroom, and sometimes like they would like be in their towels and people could sometimes see. So there was this mentally unstable naked man. He was just called Naked Man, who would be like pleasuring himself
Of course.
here and there outside the wall. Now, one day there is a party going on, and so everyone's like downstairs. There's a party in the basketball court, and it's quite dark. And one girl is sitting in her room. She's chilling at the balcony. This guy has somehow managed to get inside,
Shut the fuck up.
found like his way to the girls' hostel, found her door open, and he enters right behind her in the balcony, and he grabs her from the back and he bites her,
Shut the
like
fuck up.
bites her ear or her neck or something. And it's, you can, like, she screamed, and like, there was like so much noise happening because there was a party, no one could really tell, but basically somehow got out of it. That guy ran, like tapoed the wall, and then all the boys went looking for him. But what a traumatic incident to, like, have this naked dude
That's
just attack you in
insane.
your own home.
Shut the fuck up.
Naked man. Just please
Stay at home.
stay at home.
You know who actually steals my underwear?
Who?
Sushi. It's so sick. Imagine your son running around with your undies in his mouth. And then you try to grab them and he tries to bite you. And it's like, I'm so sorry.
This the dog whisperer had nothing to say about.
Bro, she said the most random shit, this dog whisperer. Firstly, she really wanted to know the podcast name also, but I didn't tell her. But then I was like, he has skin rashes. She was like, he's internalizing your stress. And then I was like, who are his favorite humans? She was like, for him, it's only you. And I was like, no. I know that's not true. I've asked and she's like, maybe he'll try to reach out later. And then she was like, you're very anxious. You overthink a lot. So she's telling you to stop overthinking. I was like, never a day in my life I have thought. Forget overthink. I don't think. Like, I wish I thought. Like, and then I was like, my dog is not that smart. He's probably, like, if you actually communicate with him, it's only chicken. Chicken. Excuse me, ma'am, can I have some more chicken and some underwear on the side? The dog whisperer is a loser. It's my fault.
ठीक है. So, if you found a nice shop on the internet, let us know. है ना?
Yeah, but I don't want, like, respect to all the brands and all, but this is not the time for self-promotion, because then you think you have a great product.
Yeah,
And
if
then
you are not a brand owner, send us your pics.
Send only genuine reco.
Hmm.
Please. Like, I only do genuine brand deals.
Follow कर लो, subscribe कर लो, and give
Rate
us some
us on
love.
Spotify.
Yeah, rate us on Spotify. Let's hope by the time this episode comes out, we're at 50K.
Bro.
Bro.
That'll be the pits if we're not on 50K.
See,
Then
I'm
we're
okay.
taking 2-month more break.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm a small creator. But Sakshi, who puts herself out every day for you guys, like, this is sad.
No, it's fine. We just take 2 months break.
Okay, 2 months more.
Yeah,
Okay?
if we don't hit 50K.
Chalo ji. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.